So on Dr. Phil, this Indian girl is a virgin, right? But she also confuses sex for marriage, right? In a different way, that right? She's telling the guys, if you have sex with me, you gotta stay with me. So they're kind of not wanting to stay with her, right? Because she's putting too much pressure on the guy, right? See, I didn't understand, like I said, what was going on with Sheena either was, um, whatever it was. Like I said, I don't even know what I did wrong. And I guess she won't believe me.
You don't need to change a thing about yourself, just your timing and presentation, and this
Right.
is going to change dramatically.
And if you are a virgin, don't tell them until like months later. even.
But I really
I
feel
mean,
strongly I'm right. And let me ask the audience: are we right here, audience? All right, up next, we're going to meet a 14-year-old girl who says all she wants for Christmas is to use her phone without parental controls on it. But wait till you hear what her mom discovered when scrolling through her apps. We'll talk about that next.
right. Mm-hmm. Adult man. Right, right. Let's see. Mm-hmm. But that's the point. See, your church experience, for example, Stephen Johnson, could be different than mine, right? And I don't know you as soon as I meet you. No one does, no one does. But if you go off, whether it's oral sex or sex, you gotta make sure before I pull your panties down, we're on the same page too, right? It's the whole point and everything. Otherwise, we gotta recover from something you didn't want, but you didn't disclose to me properly before we did something. Now, the problem is, who was naive there, me or you, or both of us, for a different reason, right? But like I said, you're not letting me move on either. You're trying to set me up with a 15-year-old or something. Is that it? That's insane. That's insane. That you're taking too far. Mm-hmm. And what do you want? That's another question. What's going on now, right? That was 30 something years ago, right? Or 20 something years ago, right? It's the whole point to everything, right? Now, like I said, another possibility is I could have had sex with Vivian Starter and meet a girl down the road. I don't know. I don't know. But that's at the rate, right? I don't meet you until I'm in the Navy, and then I'm being pressured. I'm gay, you know. They're trying to have sex with me. I keep telling them that. Mm-hmm. So that's going to make me want to have premarital sex. Hell with all that dumb shit. Right. Mm-hmm. That's why what happened, though. If it was my shipmates, they're trying to keep me single. Mm-hmm. It would appear someone is. I know. Don't you think? Is this Captain Carey? Is this you? Is this someone else? Or someone don't want me to date and get over them? Is that you? No. Is that Daphne? Is that Amanda, who's no longer 4 years old? What's going on, right? It's the whole point. Some people don't understand mercy means when someone does you wrong too, like Jesus on the cross, you forgive them. No. It ain't what you want to happen, right? Maybe, right? But you gotta deal with it how it happened too, right? Without good communication from either party, what the other party wanted, and that's why what happened, right? Exactly. Now, what's your familiarity with oral sex with the male or sex with the male? Your dad, right? Exactly. Which is a bad experience. So I was trying to give you a good experience with the male. Is that why you didn't complain about it until you realized it was sex, right? That's too late to do something about it too, right? You don't wait until after the sex to tell me you didn't want sex, right? No one knew that about you, right? I didn't know. Even the prophetess who warned you not to be with me didn't know what exactly would happen there herself, or it wouldn't have happened. And like I told you about the redhead, the reason I wasn't with her is I had a weird dream about a redhead trying to have sex with me and would hold me in or something. But like I said, right, whatever it meant. Well, when I was going out to the Christian Fellowship Church too, right? And they're talking about jerking off with each other if you're a single guy. So I'm like, But you didn't know that either? Did you? No. It's the whole point here. Whatever we're going through is something I'm trying to figure out with you. And either we need to break up one way or the other if you're still around me, even. You're not supposed to be around me. I don't even know where you're at. I broke all ties with you. I broke all ties with Destiny. I broke all ties with Marybelle. I broke all ties with Molly. I broke all ties with Michelle. Because of Denise, right? Because, again, you're not committed to me. Either. Nor will you let this go. Trust me, it's you not letting it go. Right. I'm trying to figure out what I can do about it, which is what? Nothing. But address my life, tell my story, try to get over it, right? Try to move on and show you what I learned to do and what I'm different a little bit. You don't think so? Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this young lady's got me use a cell phone when she's 14.
I'm not completely sure what the motives were to send to her friends the videos and stuff.
Here are some of these messages with older men. Man, well, I have a dirty social media account for when I'm horny with blank porn and blank stuff on it. Meadow, what is it? Man, what, my social media account or the stuff I look at? Meadow, yeah. Man, well, it's at blank blank. Clearly, this is not the kind of conversation you want your 14-year-old daughter to be having, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to ask Meadow to explain to me why I should advise her mother that she should trust her daughter. I'm interested to hear what Meadow has to say, and I'm going to give her a minute to think about it. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you better think about it. Talking to Dr. Phil, man.
Thanks to Dupixent.
Number right now.
Let's see. Family Feud's on. Watch. Ha! How about that? How about that? Okay.
Sound like a superhero. I'm ready, Steve. Well, I'm ready too, man. Other than dancing, Name something a song might put you in the mood to do.
Kiss someone.
Fill in the blank. Blank nail.
Fingernail.
How long does a roll of toilet paper last?
2 weeks.
Name something found in a suburban garage.
A car.
Name something of which there's always plenty of at a great party.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Music and alcohol.
Other than dancing, name something a song might put you in the mood to do. You said kiss. Survey said
Oh,
fill in the blank. Blank nail. You said
that should be good.
fingernail. Survey said
Funny.
how long does a roll of toilet paper last? You said 2 weeks. Survey said
Yeah.
name something.
That's a bit long. That's a bit long.
You said a car. Survey said name something.
Redemption.
Always plenty of at a great party. You said
Alcohol.
Survey said
Yep. 129.
all right, Eric. Maeve did pretty good. She got 129 points. Okay? Now, you need 71 to win. Ready?
Ready.
All right, let's remind everybody of Maeve's answers. 25 seconds on the clock, please. Other than dancing, name something a song might put you in the mood to do.
Have sex.
Fill in the blank. Blank
Right.
nail.
Pass.
How long does a roll of toilet paper last?
2 days.
Name something found
No.
in a suburban garage.
Week.
Tools.
Name something of which there's always plenty of at a great party.
Alcohol.
Try again.
Food.
Fill in the blank. Blank nail.
Nail. Hangnail.
Hang nail. There ain't a lot for nail. Fingernail, toenail, hangnail.
Other than dancing, name something a song.
Hammer and nail.
You said have sex. Well, you did good raising your daughter because her answer was kiss someone. Dad knows better. He went hell with that. Survey said.
38. Number one.
Sex wasn't number one.
Can you woo woo woo?
Fill in the blank. Blank nail. You said hang nail. Survey said
Eat.
hang nail wasn't number one. We're 7 points away. How long does a roll of toilet paper last? You said
2 days.
2 days down. What's up? You alright, dog? You alright? Everything okay? You got some problems. What's happening, brother?
I'm regular.
Yeah. No, you way past regular. If it lasts 2 days, you ain't regular. You sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Survey said.
Then. Whoa.
One
1
week wasn't number
week. Told you.
Something found in a suburban garage, car, and a truck.
Right.
Something that's always at a great party.
Booze.
Well,
And food and music. Be number 1 and 2. Maybe in that order. Right.
And the safety boundaries. If I don't find that middle ground between strict and not strict, I'm going to lose Meadow.
Meadow, based on facts, based on his.
Everybody gets an answer right sometimes, right?
Why should she trust you when you have not?
Sometimes you get it wrong. And all you can do is say, I'm sorry. Yeah, we know. Communicate.
I think I've proven myself more responsible without my phone at the moment, and I feel
Well.
like I will be less stressed out so that I can hang out with my family more and be more responsible.
Yeah, you said I'm not going to be abusing it that much. I don't
Wrong.
think you understand
At all, at
that
all.
these electronic devices are privileges, not rights.
Right.
And you've got to understand that this can go really bad and really dark. And I want to share with the two of you a clip from a show that we did recently. 16-year-old Haley Burns made headlines after she met a 31-year-old man in an online chat room. Well, just take a look. This is a very brief clip.
Haley Burns disappeared from her Ballantyne home in May of 2016.
The Myers Park High School student
Yep.
met a stranger in a chat room, and he convinced her to leave home and then held her against her will.
Haley was missing for an agonizing 399 days.
Almost a year, or a year.
The age of consent is 16. In a dramatic rescue,
Right.
the FBI found her with Michael Wazalowski.
Investigators say he kept Haley Burns locked inside of a bedroom after the two met online.
You know, her life is never going to be the same.
This all started out with just, hi, how are you? And 399 days later,
Right.
the child is rescued, which was a miracle, by the way,
Right.
forever changed. And Meadow, I can't tell you how bad Haley wishes that I had had this conversation that I'm having with you now with her before she.
And, we all got to deal with that too. But she's a 19-year-old woman. I'm a 23-year-old male. You're going off of me, honey. Or did my shipmates write you evil letters, which I would never do? I know. It's all I can think of. Because I don't think you're that ignorant of sex, are you? That you don't know the difference between the tongue and the penis? I don't know. I'm asking. Well, one's a lot longer. See? They're both wet. Yeah, they're inside you. So that one's longer, right? Oh, yeah, if you feel something going deeper than, say, a quarter of an inch, it's a penis. But that's why I told you I was with 5 women. Like I said, I thought you understood that meant sexually with. That's why I accepted your church as Pentecostal. Didn't exactly know your beliefs now. Because there's different types of Pentecostals. A lot of churches do preach waiting for marriage, but not everybody does. Some people do, some people don't. And that's the same grace on you if you do or don't, right? Yeah, that's where you're confused, right? You don't understand grace is on both of us because we didn't know exactly what the other wanted, but we did it anyway. We, went out together. We had a little rendezvous right under the tree, and then everything went fine from there too, right? See, that's when you make sure we're on the same page yourself, right? Next time for you too, right? Or was I your first explosion and turned out to be corrosion, right? Like in Call of Games, right? You dropped a bomb on me. I don't know. Boom. Is that it too? You got pregnant right away. You didn't expect that either, right?
All new Dr. Phil.
Well, that's why I said if I got you pregnant or not, because I have, like I said, been waiting, right? And no one really took the bait, but you, and the 5 others, right? At a certain time, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe our chemical romance. Mm-hmm. But like I said, right? Make up your minds. Right? What do you want? I do usually know, right? There's usually two problems when conception ain't occurring. Blood type might be one, right? Another might be timing, right? You're not doing that at the right time of the month, or one party ain't entering the right area, right? Hate to be graphic, but yeah, since we're dealing with another Indian girl, that might be an issue, right? With this, right? I don't know, right? And she's too ashamed to tell him something. And he's too ashamed to hear it, and it becomes pride, on both parts, right? He needs to raise it a little. It don't just go down. Might miss it altogether. Gotta go up a little, right? Mm-hmm. Raise your expectations. Well, that's like, now, in the movie Witches of Eastwick, right? His was pointing down, right? Not normal, but anyway. But I'm sure he needed to raise it or do it different way, like from behind or something. Right. But he done did that with Cain and Abel, and we don't know, I know, which is the seed of the serpent, honey. And think about what God's saying here. The seed of man and the seed of the serpent. Because Satan was a serpent more than a seed of a man, right? Who was fully male, right? I'm telling you why, he's both. See, he would have more of a serpent, too. No testicles. Why do you think Jesus called him a serpent? And that's the metaphor for him, right? All hermaphrodites are worm-like. Earthwormy. Ill-like. Too. Now, what's the difference there? All these creatures go on the ground, right? Even the eels more. Now you also have the sea snakes, right? Sneaky snake goes dancing, a wiggling and a prancing. I don't like old sneaky snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, I tickle my underneath. I forgot the lyrics of the song. Making it up, I swear. At least that part. I don't remember. But anyway, the song I think I remember on the radio at one point. Around 74, maybe 75. It's kind of like lime in the coconut, the tiki turn up, you put the lime in the coconut, you can tap it up, say doctor, you did nothing like a dick. I say doctor, to relieve the belly ache. Right, it's kind of a song like that, right? It's one hit wonder. Alright. So, Be back later around 5. We're fixing up to 15 pounds. Now, I could also do the, one in the bedroom. That's the warm up, that right? If you ain't been working out in a while, you don't go from, again, high reps, right? You build up to it. I wouldn't even do the weights I did last year, not even with the deadlift, right? But it's stationary, that's why I can do it once, right? See, I can walk into the garage, I can pick the weight up, but that's the point, right? I know. But why is that? I'm hurt right now, right? No real effort on my part, right? Right? See it? Hurt. Right on in there. And you need to see the crack too. Everything's right there. And right there. How many times I gotta show you? I don't know. Well then whatever happened on base shouldn't have happened on base. It wasn't your business. I didn't ask. But you told on yourself, didn't you? Come on. We know there's only one saying a sailor will attack another sailor over, and that's if he's gay in the Navy or not. And I'm coming off of a marriage where I'm with the wife and she's pregnant with that son. So we know one of us ain't there for a reason. Like that. Because he's having marital difficulties. But still trying to work something out, right? With women. By the way. And like I said, if I ain't got nothing but time to kill, I need to kill some time in that situation. I might have made up all kind of crazy shit, Daphne. That's not true, right? In order to play 1,001 Arabian Nights with them to last as long as I could, entertain them the best I could. Before they did whatever they did, where we had determined an outcome. Well, I don't remember the encounter, so the outcome wasn't good for me. All that. Well, don't tell me you wouldn't go for the death if I did something to you didn't expect me to do to you. You thought you won. And when you think you win, that's when you lose. That's when you lose. Is it missing? Is it 0 down there? Nothing? Sir? Did I remove it from you? Your weapon? Like you warned me you would. Like I warned you I would? And what did I tell you? Only if you repent. Only if you repent. I don't have to repent of a rapist. Who thought he won? Who thought he won? That's the point. That's the point. But I know I would do something like monkey still peach on your ass. Maybe grab the banana too. And you wouldn't have either or. I didn't warn you too. No. Well, like I said, right? I don't know how many have to hold me down. That could be another, again, paranoia, right? Another made up part of it, right? I don't know, right? But you wouldn't admit it either if you're dickless, right? Excuse my French there. If you lost your penis in an encounter with a straight man who grabbed it and ripped it off with your testicles, And I warned you I'll do worse than Mikey still peach on your ass. You want to know what that is? Try to do that. The first thing is you're going to have to hold me down. And that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. Easily. That's a lot more guys are in on it than I know. Dude. I don't know. All right.